Alright guys, back with another diary vlog. It's been about 2 years since my last one. I used to do these quite regularly, but recently I was away from home for 17 months. I counted the days. But can you imagine somebody telling you, you have to leave your home for 17 months? That's what happened to me for physical reasons. So in August 2022, I was admitted to hospital with a fever, and I didn't get back for various reasons until February 2024 or the end of January, but it doesn't really make any difference. That I was in hospital for like 6 months, right? And then I was told to go to a step down facility whilst things were getting ready at my flat where I would legally live, and I've been paying for the entire time without actually living here. So I owe them like £1,000, which is a joke. But I was meant to be in the step down for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and I ended up staying there like 8 or 9 months because like the house I was told was flooded at home, blocked toilets, need all new equipment and stuff. So it was really, really crazy. Just let me have on a brighter note, let me have a drink of the Stella Artois, cold from the fridge. Just looking around for my towel. That's better. But yeah, it's really great to be back home. I mean, like, I'm really finding my stride. After 17 months, a lot's changed. It's taken a toll being in hospital for that long. But I mean, I'm really starting to get back in the groove. So you can imagine, like, how happy I am to be back home after 17 months. I've just made a few notes of things I'm doing. I'm just gonna pour another beer. Just having a bit of a drink right now. This is Stella Artois. Oh, it's really good stuff, man. Belgian beer. You can't beat it. I mean, it's one of my favorites. I'm not really a huge beer drinker, but I mean, this stuff, it gives you a buzz, but at the same time, it has the flavor profile which you're looking for. The taste, the bite. Look at that, perfect beer, man. Let's wait for that head to go down a little bit. I'll show you what I'm smoking. I've got a bone to pick with the government about smoking because they banned disposables. And for most of that 17 months that I was away, I was smoking disposables. Very expensive to smoke disposables. I was getting through like 3 or 4 a day, which is like £30 a day for the entire time. But disposables taste really good. They come in a myriad of flavors. My personal favorite is when I treat myself to a disposable because they're still legal at this point. I think it's strawberry ice cream with the SKE disposable vape. It's just amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to sneeze in a second, but forgive me for that. Bloody hell. But yeah, I mean, so the government is like Richie Sunak's banned disposables because like kids are getting hold of them and stuff like that. So if you're an adult who smokes disposables, you're really a shit creek unless you get a refillable. So I've got a refillable here, which I had before, but it is actually broken. This whole part is very loose. So I'm going to have to, when I get paid, because it's payday tonight at 12 o'clock, I'll be getting £1,000 or something. I'm going to order a new Arc GTI because that's my favourite refillable. I mean, as far as the flavour goes, you know, it's not really comparable to a disposable because it's like older technology. I can't believe they're banning disposables, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for kids and stuff. Oh man, they must have been able to come up with a better law than that. You know, than this. Kids are getting their hands on them and stuff like that. I mean, man. But anyway, on a brighter note, it's good to be back home. I've made a list, like I say, of things I'm kind of doing and things that are going on. So as far as YouTube and the channel, obviously I'm starting diary vlogs again, but right now I'm making Buffy and Angel reviews because I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of the shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel the show. And you know, I feel like my wisdom needs to be imparted upon the unknowing population. So I've made a couple, and I'm taking my time, you know, to really make sure that they're well informed. I think I've got one of Buffy, and I've got a couple of Buffy and like one of Angel or a couple of Angel or something at the moment. But yeah, as far as my band, you know, I'm getting my band back together. Armor of the Vice. We're on SoundCloud. In 2022, we did our first kind of EP extended play called Eternal Return, and it's got 7 tracks with vocals and drums and guitar and backing vocals. I happen to play the guitar in the band, program the drums, and do backing vocals. And my best friend Alex Hanford does the screaming vocals and the lyrics. So Eternal Return came out in 2022, and I've been recording for a new album called, so far it's a working title called Carnal Denial, and that's 2024. So we've got 7 tracks so far. But unfortunately, with Alex, you know, his communication isn't the best, and he's going through. He sent me a message telling me he's going through some personal problems, so that's why he hasn't recorded vocals over the instrumentals. But as far as the music goes, you know, it's pretty much done. I've got 7 new tracks of Carnal Denial, and you can find it on SoundCloud by typing in Armor of the Vice. So. In fact, I've been on another website called bandmix.co.uk, so I've been searching for a vocalist, and one guy called Charlie is currently actually working on vocals on a couple of tracks. I've sent him the master files for the instrumentals. I think it's a working title again called Fledgling Wonder, and another one called Futility, which are 2 of the strongest of the 7 tracks. So I'm waiting to see what vocals he can bring to the table. So I don't want to have any like potential conflict between Alex and Charlie, but you know, like there are irons in the fire. So yeah, just let me have a quick toke on my cigarette, guys. Make that 2 tokes. Man, I'm going to have to pause the video. Hold on. Oh, mate, I don't know if I can. Let me pick up my vape. Hold on, I've just dropped it. Man, I'm such a klutz. It's crazy. That's what Stella will do to you. Oh, no, I think it's had it. And that's the end of that. I think I've pretty much just botched my e-cigarette. So I haven't got enough money for disposables right now, so I'm kind of embarrassed. Look at that. Oh no way, man. See if it still works. No, that's not going to work. Oh well, no e-cigarette for me then, until I get my new one. So instead we'll just drink beer and see what happens. Beer is a solution to all life's problems. Or so I'm told. But you actually witnessed that. The final crushing of the ARC GTI. I can't believe I just dropped that on the floor. That's the reason it broke in the first place, because I was charging it and it dropped on the floor. But anyway, but yeah, just touching on the money thing. I'm really want to save money. You know, get back to having unlimited funds would be nice. I'm also growing my hair. I don't know if you can tell. Normally I have a shaved head, but it's taken a while to grow. Bloody hell, I've been growing it for a few months. And you'd think it would be longer than this, but I've got like the slowest growing hair known to man, it would appear. So never mind. But yeah, as far as like, I've just got, man, I can't go the night without a fucking vape. I'm gonna have to get some disposables and just kind of run close to the fire when it comes to the funds, because I'm kind of running out of money. But I'll get some disposables tonight and we'll see what happens. Decision made. Anyway, I'm playing Football Manager. I'm back in the groove. It's funny because I've got this laptop, which is an iOS, Apple, Mac, MacBook Air, and then I've got, to my right, I can see my Windows PC, and then I've also got a black laptop, which is Windows. So I've got like 3 computers all playing the same Football Manager game. So it's like a merry-go-round of like saving the game files and transferring them to various devices. But really the Mac that I'm recording this on is my favorite to play Football Manager. I'm Leon, as always. Cristiano Ronaldo, just on a topic. He scored 34 goals in 37 games in his first season with Lyon. I bought him because it's the 2010 version. So you got to appreciate, you know, we're going back like 14 years. And it starts in 2009, 2009-10 season. But I just prefer the game. I mean, I've got the 2024 version, and I play it sometimes on my Windows PC. But it's just far too convoluted. I mean, like, they try and make it realistic, and it's like the developers have stopped asking themselves, is it fun to do what I'm doing, you know, as a player? Whereas the 2010 version was like concise and neat, and you had full control over like the tactics and everything. Every department of the club was so easy to manage. But with the 2024 version, it's like there's so much delegation to the backroom staff, and like it's just not fun, you know. And I get, you know, it's got the new players like Erling Haaland. I mean, I'm Man City because I'm a Man City fan, but you know, I'm anyway. Back to Cristiano, he scored 34 and 37 in his first season, and in the second season, he's been a bit of a disappointment. So I've just agreed a deal to sell him for £20 million to Real Madrid. So yeah, in the summer he'll be leaving. I'm still in all competitions. I'm winning the league, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted on that. As far as the flat, you know, keeping it as clean as I can with the help of the carers. My carers are all African. Most of them are from Zimbabwe. So it makes for an interesting kind of interaction. But keeping the flat clean really makes me feel better, you know. So I've just written that just as what the hell. Recently I got all the Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVDs to really enjoy Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I've also got Roswell. So you know, the 90s kind of sci-fi fantasy with female lead actors or actresses is kind of where I'm coming from on my TV predilections right now. So Buffy and Roswell are my viewing habits, as well as YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, you know, with the interviews of wrestlers and music concerts and learning. I'm particularly interested in the technological singularity. You should look it up. And I'm also interested in the search for aliens, intelligent aliens. You know, why aren't they out there? Given the number of planets, and you know, there are like 1 trillion planets in our galaxy, and we haven't got the slightest hint of any alien life. And I think personally it might have something to do with the time it takes for the light to get to our telescopes. Because when we look out into the universe, we're looking back in time. So even if, like now, in our awareness, we might think, oh, there's got to be something out there with 1 trillion planets just in our galaxies, just in our galaxy, and we can see like, 100 billion other galaxies in our light sphere. There's got to be some planet with, with like mammals or some kind of creature, let alone ones with technology, which are the really interesting ones, who we might be able to detect. But like I say, because of the distances involved, when we look out into the light sphere with our telescopes, we're looking back like billions of years. So I think personally the aliens are out there at the moment, right now, but like because of we haven't detected anything, because all we can see is like how the world was like billions of years ago. So I don't know whether that means it's going to take billions of years until we get a detection, but just the distances of space make it very difficult to find a present day detection. That's my theory as to the Fermi paradox. Look it up on Google. Just let me have a quick swig of Stella. I'm looking forward to these disposables, man. Can't believe I just dropped my fucking e-cigarette. What a douchebag. But I got a couple more beers, so it's alright. But a beer without an e-cigarette is so uncivilized. So yeah, like I said, man, my best friend Alex Hanford, the singer of my band, is supposed to be recording vocals right now. He's got the master files. He's going through some personal issues. I don't want to divulge them on here. I don't really know too much about them, but I can kind of guess. I can only pray that he gets well. And just on that note, I really enjoy reading the Bible. In fact, I listen to the Bible on my app, which is really cool. I like the one with the female voices. The one with the guys' voices are kind of like draconian, and they sound really severe. Whereas the app I use has female voices, and they sound really happy when they're reading the Bible, and joyful. Which is the way it should be, because that's just how I prefer it. I don't want some, lesson in like severity when I'm listening to the Bible. I'd rather have some joyful female kind of regale me. My favourite books of the Bible are Ecclesiastes by far, and the Book of Job, both of which I think are filled with wisdom. I mean, they're both really easy to read if you're into like poetry and kind of like a high level wisdom kind of angle going on in both of them. Job's a longer book. Ecclesiastes is quite a short book, but I've read the New Testament so many times. Not the whole thing, but just the Gospels, to get a first person perspective from Jesus himself. But at the moment, excuse me, I'm kind of like steering clear because like I'd rather just listen to Ecclesiastes and Job. With the New Testament's a bit stodgy, so that's just where I'm coming from. Yeah, I'm planning to read loads of books. I'm kind of getting my book collection back because it's kind of like my grandmother took all my possessions when I was away because she thought I was never coming back because that's what my dad told her. And I said to them at the time, look, you're both going mad. I will be home eventually, even if it's like 2 years. And that's exactly what happened. But, I'm reading books again, so I'm really looking forward to telling you about the books I'm reading and why they're so amazing. So yeah. I also listen to books on Audible, which is a really cool app. You can get it on the phone or the PC, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, normally I'd smoke a cigarette at the end of the video. I've already had my beer. I'm having my beer right now. But as far as the video goes, it's about 20 minutes, so I think I'll wrap it up. That's the first diary vlog. I've got this itchy rash. It's really annoying. But that's the first diary vlog. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, keep looking out for my channel, especially if you're a Buffy or Angel fan, because I do reviews, so I kind of have the wisdom on those topics. But yeah, peace out, guys. One love.